rules, as you see on the reflection rules, you only have two, because I only wanted to focus on two reflections: reflection over the x-axis or reflection over the y-axis. There are other reflections you could do. You could reflect over any axis, any line on your coordinate plane, but on what we wanted to accomplish this 9 weeks is just to be able to reflect over the x-axis and y-axis. So look at number one. Number one, we have a triangle in the third quadrant, and it says to reflect the shape over the y-axis. And the y-axis, remember, goes up and down. So the y-axis is going to be like a mirror. So this triangle is looking at the mirror right here in the middle, which is the y-axis. So if it looks in the mirror, it should see itself over here. So you should know automatically whether yours is right or not if the reflection is in the right place. The only way it would be up here is if the x-axis would be the mirror. And it couldn't be over there because it would have to reflect over this point some kind of way, the origin. So it says reflect over the y-axis. So the rules are simple. If you're reflecting over the y-axis, what will change is the x coordinate. It's just like if you have a shirt on that has a phrase on it. When you look in the mirror, it's going to change perspective. The direction of the letters will change. So if you're reflecting over the y-axis, what will change will be the first coordinate, the x coordinate, which in this case, on the first problem, we have -1. And when I say change, I mean you're going to change the sign. All right, so if I have -1, -4, I'm going to change that to 1, -4. I'll keep -4 the same. If I have -8, -2, I'll change that to 8, and I'll keep -2 the same. If I have -6, -2, I will change that to 6 and keep -10. All right, and when you graph it, I did have the answers already worked out. Here we go. To make it easier for us, because this little grid is kind of tiny. Number one looks like this. So hopefully we can zoom in for you and you can see it. The blue triangle was the original triangle, and then the red one is the reflection. And like I said, if it starts over in the quadrant 3 and the y-axis is the mirror, you're going to see it on that side. All right, we're going to move on to number 4. On number 4, we are reflecting over the x-axis. And make sure you see what it says. It said it at the very bottom. The first two said over the y-axis, and then 3 and 4 said to reflect over the x-axis. So you have to follow directions. So some of your mistakes may have been that you didn't even read which axis you're supposed to reflect over. Okay, I have all the points listed on this piece of paper, larger for us. And since we're reflecting over the x-axis, which is the one that goes from left to right, if it starts in quadrant 3 and the x-axis is the mirror, it should end up here in quadrant 2. Okay, so let's change all the points. And since we're changing, reflecting over the x-axis, we change the second coordinate, which is the y-coordinate. So -1, -2, we change to -1, 2. -8, -3, we change to -8, 3. -6, -10, we change to -6, 10. -4, -7, we change to -4, +7. And again, I already have the answer. Let's see where the original one was. The original one is in blue, and it's in the third quadrant. And if we look at the answer, we can zoom in for you. The new one, reflecting over the x-axis, would be above it in the second quadrant. So all you do is just plot those points, and then it will put the shape where it's supposed to go. Hope this helps, and you have a great weekend. We'll start a new type of transformation on Monday, and that one will be the hardest. This is only 2 rules today on reflection. On Monday, rotations, you gotta know 6 different rules, but all you gotta do is just follow the rules. Have a good weekend.